Okay, Kisha, we can start.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah. So good morning, everybody. Thank you to welcome you today in this virtual meeting room to present you our project SpACe for Sustainable Development, Smart Agriculture, Capacity Building. So this project is an Erasmus Plus project, Key Action 2, Cooperation for Innovation and the Exchange of Good Practices, Capacity Building in Higher Education, and focusing on the sustainable development in smart agricultures. So SpACe is devoted to develop smart farm knowledge management system to upskill farmers in the use of ICT and smart farming. And this project is now implemented in 3 partner Asian countries: Thailand, Nepal, and Bhutan. Before starting discussing about or telling you about our project, just a brief definition to what we mean by smart farming. So smart farming is a set of automatic data management process, including data gathering, data processing, and data analysis tasks in agriculture production system. This is one definition. We can find many definitions on smart farming. The only idea is that in smart farming, we are using techniques and technologies to process data, to process, monitor, control, plan, monitor, control data. Okay. Coming now to the farming contexts. We are guessing that by 2050, the world population is expected to reach 9.6 million. So, based on the Food and Agriculture Organization, we estimate that the food production must be increased by 70% in order to meet the global demands. But to do this, we're still facing some barriers to answer these requirements. Some of these barriers can be the slower growth in production, the limited availability of arable land, climate change, growing demand for fresh water, energy prices and scarcity, urbanizations, shortage of manpowers, and so on. There's many barriers facing this request and this demand. And we are thinking strongly that to meet these needs and to overcome these barriers, smart farming can be one strong solution. Since now we have many projects working to get some added value and added outcomes in smart farming, and these projects focus on more technologies like sensor networks, satellite imagery, knowledge management, real-time parametrics monitoring system, and so on. And these projects, most of these projects are focusing on in specific domain as irrigation, yield monitoring, resource monitoring and optimization, efficient farming practices, to name a few. But to be strong in using these technologies and techniques, we need to upskill. We need to train these farmers. We need to learn them how they can use these technologies. And this is the added value of our project SpACe. So SpACe provides an education and training system to help farmers understand the use and the usefulness of the new technologies by implementing first training and learning approach, an adaptive training and learning approach to train farmer, because we are not trying to teach and train students, but we are looking to give these skills to farmers. So we need to adapt our training and learning approach. And SpACe starts by providing this cascade training approach. SpACe developed 4 training modules in digital agriculture, smart farming, agrobusiness, and standardization, and set up smart farm labs oriented organic agriculture, quality and productivity, and working condition and wealth sharing. And SpACe set up Smart Farm Excellence Center with cross-sharing pilots between 3 Asian partners, Nepal, Thailand, and Bhutan. In these projects, we try to address both the trainers. In the second steps, the trainer we train during the first step will train the farmers. So we will train 20 farmers by country, and we will certify 20 trainers to be smart farmer. It means that when we start training the first farmer, we will we will qualify this farmer to be smart farmer. And we expect that we, by this project, during these 3 years of this project, we will certificate 20 smart farmer. And each smart farmer will train 5 farmers. And by the end, we will achieve 100 farmers will benefit from these SpACe programs. By the end of these projects, we expect that we achieve 60 smart farmers to be trained with SpACe program. 300 farmers will be trained by the smart farmers, and we will include in this program 36 academic staff and 16 administrative staff in this program training. This project is coordinated by University Lyon 2, and this project is coordinated by the team belonging to Institut Lumière Technology, belonging to University Lyon 2, located in Lyon, capital de Gaulle, situated in France. And the consortium of this SpACe project is 3 European countries. So France with University Lyon 2, Scotland with University of the West of Scotland, UK, Hungary with Corvinus University of Budapest, and from Asian partners, we have Thailand with 2 institutions, Chiang Mai University, Kwan Kan University. From Nepal side, we have 2 institutions, Kantipur Engineering College and Acme Engineering College. And from Bhutan, we have Royal University of Bhutan. Coming now to the work packages of this project, we organize this project in 5 work packages. Work package 1 is mostly focusing on the setup of the requirements of this project. During this work package, we find we defined the requirements of our farmers. We set up literatures on smart farming and the request of how to upskill this smart farming. This work packages is led by our partners from Budapest. Work package 2 is more oriented the development of the implementation of the smart farm technology and is led by University of the West of Scotland and our partner from Bhutan. Something I haven't before, that each work package is led by two partners, one from European partners and one from Asian partners. So work package 1 is led by our partner from Budapest and our partner from Chiang Mai University. The second work package is led by our partner from Scotland and our partner from Bhutan, Royal University of Bhutan. And in this work package, we are implementing 3 pilots. One, oriented organic pilots, quality pilot, and working condition and wealth sharing pilot. And these pilots will be presented after by our partners. And in SpACe, we are caring about the quality of our teaching and learning process. And this is what we are setting up in work package 3, led by a University of ULL University. And work package 4 and 5 is focused on dissemination and project management. Now I'm giving the hand to my colleague from our partner from Budapest to present the outcomes of work package 1.
Okay, thank you, Aisha. My name is András Gábor, and I am representing the Budapest team in the consortium. And in the next few minutes, I would like to give you a short overview what we did in learning content development. Aisha, can you change the slide? Okay. So first of all, learning content development, we choose an unorthodox procedure in this task. We are not collecting and designing learning content according what we like to teach or what we want to teach, but the starting point was what the smart farmers need to know in order to practice effectively and efficiently what is called precious agriculture, the heavily use of ICT tools and procedures in the agriculture. So from this point of view, that the learning material design or the learning content design based on the requirement analysis, so what need to know, what need to perform, and what need to apply. And therefore, we choose a starting point of the pilots. As Aisha mentioned, we defined in this project 3 types of pilots. So first, we analyzed what is the requirement coming from the pilots. In parallel, we conducted a skills survey. So what are the users' need? What are the users' background? How can we group the users so to create user clusters? With this activity, there was a very thorough literature review. Precision agriculture is a very big area, so we had to customize it to the present situation or the desired situation, what was outlined in the pilots, and what were the result of this skills survey. Another line of the approach was to select the best teaching methods. So therefore, we analyzed what are the usual and justified teaching methods in combining agriculture and ICT. We listed 8 very characteristic teaching methods, and what was chosen for the best is the blended learning. So these were the main viewpoints in content development, and also we think in terms of how can we measure efficiency and effectivity of training trainers, smart farmers, So the content development went together with to find the best testing facility and procedure. The next. As far as the result of the skills survey, the clustering of users, our users, so the smart farmers or to be smart farmers, we created for characteristically different users groups. The farmers who already got some training, farmers who are practitioners and have some practical experience in ICT applications. Then the smart farmers having through digital literacy, and as it was mentioned before, that one of our target group, academics and public servant officials who are involved in regulation or managing agricultural production. The next, please. So as it was mentioned, we had 4 different type of pilots. These are quite separated in the partner countries and from the point of view of teaching and training. Under the pilots, there were several use cases defined, like organic farming in greenhouse, organic farming regarding vegetables, the livestock, and the safety, health, safety, and working condition related use cases. These use cases give an orientation what would be and what will be the smart labs. So to outlining the smart lab concepts, we could derivate the requirements for learning content. The smart lab specification will come later. So in this approach, we could define 4 big block like digital agriculture, smart farming standards and norms and business models. And these blocks were split into smaller learning blocks. The digital agriculture is more or less the ICT part of this content, and smart farming, what is really related to the agricultural production. Also, it's very important to connect with the standards as food safety and especially organic production very much depend on the applied standards. And last but not least, the business model, so that we are training farmers, so they, at the end of the day, they want to realize some revenue, some profit, and this cannot be done without a proper business model. So this block summarizes all the necessary knowledge to run profitably the agro business. Yeah. I don't want you to read this figure in the left side, but it is just to illustrate, to demonstrate that how rich is this content structure, and it is already developed and available for everybody to learn. And in order to make it more compact and more efficient, we organized just in the last minute before the COVID pandemic in Chiang Mai a pilot training, which gave us many interesting experience, but first of all, a good feedback how to improve the content and the e-learning platform. Now, it is not, if we can go back for a moment, it is not finished, because as the pilot implementations are going on, we will learn many new experiences, and one block is still waiting for elaboration. This is the smart controlling, and this will be based on the use of the implemented and deployed smart labs. Okay. The e-learning platform mirrors the structure of the content what I mentioned before. So there's the learning blocks. There's the menu. Users can choose what course they or sub-course they want to follow, and the end of these small pieces of the courses, they do a test, and from the test they can get a feedback and evaluation whether they are familiar with the learning content part, or they need to repeat and refine their knowledge. So this is a little bit a matter of farmers' responsibility, ambitions, motivation. How many times do the learning process or this training and testing, but since it is a blended learning, so there is a instructor managed part and another part where the trainee can do it in his or her pace. This is briefly about learning content. Thank you.
Thank you, Andras. Now, welcome to Professor Keshav Dahal from University of Scotland. I try to to present us the progress work of package 2 mainly linked to SpACe platform. Keshav.
Okay, thank you, Aisha. Our Scotland team has 3 members, and I'm leading our team, and Dr. Jisan Parvez and Ravi Koirala. And Ravi Koirala is one of the main actor from UWS in this project, and he will be presenting our responsibility and our task in the project. Yeah, Ravi, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Keshav sir. Yeah, it's me, Ravi, representing UWS, which is one of the partner of SpACe. And we are from Scotland. Scotland is a part of UK, and its agriculture here in Scotland is a leading part of its economy. Scotland produces barley and potatoes in adequate manner, and it raises sheep and beef cattle in innovative way to fulfill the country's demand. And agriculture sector here in Scotland is changing rapidly with the use of some groundbreaking innovations and technologies in smart farming. And UWS here in Scotland is a modern university whose origin backs to ages. It is one of the top 150 universities in the world with 5 campuses around the UK. And UWS offers a wide variety of courses from rural development to smart technologies and engineering and innovations. The AVCN Resource Center, which is the strongest resource center here at UWS, is leading this project. And AVCN uses its smart tech expertise in SpACe and leads 2 different work packages of the SpACe project. So we are leading one of the work package we are leading here is work package 2, which is about the implementation and assessment framework through pilots. So next slide, please. Yeah, in this work package, this is work package to implementation and assessment framework through pilots. In this work package, we are analyzing the use of smart technologies in European partner countries, wherein we are investigating the use of technologies and how they are being used to change the smart farming. And from this learning, we are using this experience in Asian countries to develop the smart farming via 3 different pilot projects, and 1 pilot project in each Asian partner country. So in Thailand, we have the organic pilot, and in Nepal, we have the working condition pilot, and we have a quality pilot in Bhutan. So we are taking experience from the European countries to the Asian countries through these pilot projects, and we have set up a collaborative work for the knowledge sharing practice, and we have established a platform for knowledge sharing between the excellence centers within these countries, so that the pilots and the associated stakeholders can learn through this network, through this platform, and they can learn the use of technologies, and they can benefit for smart farming implementation within the partner countries. So overall, UWS is playing a role in this, particularly in this work package. This is one of the work package. Next slide, please. For this purpose, we have developed a learning platform, and this learning platform is enriched with different video tutorials and documents. Those are relevant for best practices in smart farming, and these video tutorials for the and these documents are made available to the relevant groups, relevant stakeholders through different approaches for from the web portals, from the mobile applications, and the farmers and the farmers, they can get the smart farming knowledge from the smart lab implemented under the pilots in the partner countries. And in the smart lab, we have we have implemented different pilot use cases also, and all these provide the farmers and the relevant groups to learn, to exchange knowledge between the pilots within the project, and they provide an opportunity to exchange experience, to learn more knowledge about the smart farming process and techniques. And this platform provides expertise, knowledge related to smart farming to solve different problems within the smart farming. Next slide, please. So within this platform, the farmers, they are first recruited to join the platform to get knowledge from this platform in the first step. And in the second step, we organize different physical workshops to introduce those farmers and those learners about the e-learning platform. And in the third step, these farmers can get knowledge from our e-learning platform. They can learn from the web portals, or they can learn from the mobile applications, and they learn more about the smart farming technologies. And the fourth and major step, if the farmer wish, they can they have access to our smart farm technology lab in the partner countries, wherein they will directly involve with the technologies, and they will learn about the technologies physically, and they will gain more knowledge about smart farming. After the farmers are trained about the technologies, and after the farmer are given adequate knowledge about smart farming technology, our platform has a process to access the knowledge gained by the smart farmers through our platform. This is the overall teaching process of SpACe technology. And next slide here. And after in the overall process of teaching and learning methodology, we have implemented the corporative model to access the quality process of our teaching and learning methodology. So within the corporative model, we will be accessing the farmers, the learners, in different perspectives. They will be accessed before the training, the knowledge they have before attending the training, and we will be accessing how they are feeling, and how they feel like while going through the teaching and learning process through our platform. We'll be accessing their reaction towards our training platform. And in the third page, we will access the knowledge gained by the farmers in our mobile learning platform, or in our physical training in the lab itself. and later on we will also access the impact of the training, the reflection of the training in the farmers and the learners after they get the training. So this is the overall quality assurance process that we have implemented in our teaching and learning methodology. Yeah, and this figure here, we are trying to show how we have implemented the Kirkpatrick model in our SpACe project, how we are evaluating the farmers. So we are implementing a satisfaction survey, and we are implementing it for each of our lab. So each of our smart lab in the partner countries. And with this, yeah, I'd like to thank you everyone, and I'd like to welcome our next partner, CMU, for further presentation. Thank you.
So thank you, Ravi. Now we welcome our partner from Chiang Mai University, Professor Dorn or Pawina, to present us the Thailand pilot focusing on the organic agriculture. Welcome.
Hello.
Yes, we are hearing you.
Okay. Thank you, Aisha. So for the Thailand pilot, we have like the organic agriculture pilot, and partners, which are the CMU and KKU. CMU is Chiang Mai University. Is located in the north of Thailand and established in 1964. According to the Thai Office of the Higher Education Commission, CMU is ranked third in academics and fifth in research, and ranked in 67 in Asia. CMU has 21 faculties and 3 colleges and 3 institutes research relevant to the innovation technology as well. And Khon Kaen University, or KKU, is located in the northeast of Thailand and established in 1967. According to the Thailand Office of the Higher Education Commission, KKU is ranked 6th in academic and research. And KKU has 3 fields of study, which is science and technology, health science, and social science, and 23 faculties in KKU. Next, please. Okay. To develop the agriculture sector in Thailand, Thai government has a policy to promote and support adoption of smart farm technology for sustainable agriculture and of the agricultural production and the yield using the knowledge, the technology, innovation, and local wisdom with following to the sustainable agriculture reform plan 20 years between 2017 to 2000, as shown in this figure. The key success factors are lead market, production costs reduction, reduce and quality of the agricultural productivity, create online marketing, and applying the King's theory in agriculture production to build effective farmers, enhance stability of their agriculture sector, and maintain the sustainable agriculture resource using the technologies. So the challenge of this plan is how to enhance the farmer and skill on adoption smart farm technology, and how to enhance farmer skills in terms of the input use, efficiency management, like the water, the fertilizer, and chemical substance, to improve the quality of the products and to enhance the production process. Next, please. in Thailand, we have we apply the SpACe project in. We have 3 pilot cases. The first pilot is the CMU organic pilot that is located in Chiang Mai province, Thailand. The pilot is a movable organic greenhouse with the irrigation system and monitoring system. In this pilot, includes the soil sensor to monitor the soil conditions, the water sensor to monitor the water condition, the air indoor sensor to monitor the air condition, and the weather station to monitor the weather of the farm. And this data is also relevant to the automatic drip, mix, and sprinkler irrigation system as well. And the data that we collected by using the sensor will be sent to the cloud database. Then the irrigation system will control based on the conditions that the farmer can see the system and can control and monitor via the website or the platform. Next, please. So for the impact to farmer after we implement the SpACe project in Chiang Mai, comprising the farmer can enhance their knowledge and their skill to adopt smart farm technology, and they can apply smart technology in their farm to improve the quality of the product. Additional, they can enhance their skill in terms of the input use management, like to reduce the amount of the water, the fertilizer, and chemical substance to their production as well, to enhance their production process. Next, please. So now we have the activities in Chiang Mai, which are the first round of training to train our
Ravina, please.
technology, and we also organize the
Ravina.
workshop by to about that the farmer
Seems some trouble.
Ravina?
Yeah. So, okay, Pong, you are hearing us from KQ.
Please unmute yourself.
We are here. Okay. Now we move on to another side of the project, which is located in the Khon Kaen area. Right. We have 2 pilot sites in KKU. For the first one, we work on the vegetable pilot. Okay. For this pilot. Come up, for the vegetable organic pilot, we have 2 systems. For the first system, hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, please carry on.
All right, okay. For the vegetable pilot. Okay, for the KKU project, we come up with the 2 pilots. For the first one, is a vegetable pilot. For this pilot, for the vegetable pilot site, we install 2 systems in our pilot site. The first one, the irrigation system, which is the water system. Okay, and another system, is the organic system. When I say the organic system, I mean we have the soil sensors, air sensor, and water sensor to monitor the pH for the pH and for the chemical detection for the purpose of the organic vegetable. And other sensor will collect the data and send to the cloud system, which is located in, and then the data will send it to the European partner, and then they can use the data to, to do for another research. And our vegetable pilot site is located in the Faculty of Agriculture in Khon Kaen University, which is our partner, because the main KKU partner is the Faculty of Business Administration, and then we have another MOU with the Faculty of Agriculture, and then we put our pilot site in that area. Okay, this is the first pilot site. For the second pilot site is the cattle pilot site. Okay. For the second pilot is the cattle pilot. We install the we install the cattle barn in the Faculty of Agriculture area. We also have the MOU with them, and then we put our pilot site in the area, and then we working with the researcher in agriculture, the Faculty of Agriculture also. For the cattle pilot site, the aim to work on the cattle pilot is to reduce the stress of the cattle, because in our area, in the Isan area or in KKU area, there are a lot of heat. It's quite hot in this area, so the cattle can get like something called a heat stress. So in this way, we put something called like the ventilation system, the smart ventilation system, and then the smart climate system. In this pilot site, we put the sensor and then like some sensor like the thermometer, electric fan, or any sprinkler, to reduce the heat in the barn. So in this way, when the cattle feel more comfortable, the productivity will be increased. And also another system that we put in the cattle pilot site is the RFID system. We put the RFID system in the ear tag of each cattle to record the cattle data, like the weight, the movements, to detect the cattle in the barns. And all the data that the RFID recorded will send to cloud system. And the collected data will be analyzed and prediction, and then to use for another research also. This is two pilot in the KKU area. Now we move to the impact of the SpACe project in KKU regions. The KKU pilot site and the training center distributed beneficially into three groups, which are the first one is the farmer, the second one the higher education institution, and also the government sector. So for the farmer, the benefit for the farmer who come to our project, who join the project, will gain more knowledge in business, agriculture business, and new farming technique, and also the smart technology for the farming. So, and then after they get trained by our project, they can come up with more skill. The skill will improve, and then they can transfer their knowledge to another farmer, and then they can become a smart farmer, and then smart trainer farmer also. And the farmer who join our projects can use, we hope that they can use the high technology or some farming technique that can reduce the cost of their production, and then they can get more income. And Another thing, we hope that the SpACe project, which is located in the KKU, can reduce the poverty in the farmer, for the farmer also. They hope that they can use the like smart farming technique or anything that relate to the project to increase their productivity and get more benefits. Another group that get more benefit from the project is a higher education institution, which is that maybe the student and the researcher for the higher educations. And then the student and the researcher can come to the center and then learn. We hope that they can learn something about the farming technique and agricultural technology system. And then they can do some study in our knowledge center as well, and hope that they can help the farmer in the future. For the last group in the government sector, we hope that the government sector or the maybe some of the officers from the government will get more smart, will get more. They can help the smart farmer, and then they can create more smart farmer, and then they can do like a trainer for our traditional farmer. Then we can create more smart farmer in the future. For the next slide is about the activity in Khon Kaen. For the activity in Khon Kaen, if you look at the picture from the top left, is the picture of the field trip on our use case at Nong Hoi in Mahasarkham province. And for another picture is a field trip when we visit to our use case in Kut Chieng Mi, which is one we use for the cattle pilot site. From the bottom left, we exhibit some SpACe information knowledge in the agriculture fair, in the Food Fair in the agriculture park of the KKU. And also for the bottom left, this is a picture when we met the farmer and let them inform their problem to our project, any like the problem, requirement, and any obstacle. And then we record that and then try to solve the problem to them. And also for the last picture in the center of the picture, for this one, this is the occasion of the academic cooperation signing ceremony program between the faculty of the business administration and accountancy, which is art, and the faculty of agriculture in the KKU. In this one, like I told you before, we signed the MOU together between two faculty and work together. And then also we put our pilot site in the agriculture, in the faculty of agriculture also. This is all for our KKU site. Then we move on to the next.
Thank you for this presentation. Now we welcome our partner from Nepal, our both partners from KC and AC. Professor Keshar, please.
Hello, good afternoon and good morning from Nepal. So I'm here to highlight about Nepal pilot, and the Nepal pilot is working condition and health, and with two colleges are involved in Nepal pilot. The first one is Kantipur Engineering College, and it is led by Rameshwar Rizal, and the other one is ECME Engineering College, led by Dharmendra Kumar Mishra, and both of these institutes are in Kathmandu, Nepal. Can you change the slide, please? Okay, yeah, thank you. So Kantipur Engineering College is one of the oldest private engineering college in Nepal. So it was established in 1998, and it offers undergraduate engineering course in civil, computer, electronics, and communication engineering, and it has about 850 students enrolled in it. Similarly, ECME Engineering College is also a very old engineering college in Nepal. It is a private engineering college affiliated to Purvanchal University, and it offers both bachelor's and master's degree program in engineering, and it also has about 850 students. I say, can you change the slide, please? Slide. I said slide, please. Okay, regarding the challenges in agriculture in Nepal, we generally rely on the imported like technology. So the adoption of new technology is very high, the price is very high, and it is not easily available in Nepal. And the availability of farm input like fertilizers, pesticides, seeds, they're also not available in time. So the farmers also lack direct reach to the market. So that is also a challenge in Nepal. The other challenge in Nepal is the subsidy, insurance, and finance provided through the government sector. That is also one challenge. And the other challenge is the lack of labor, because many youth, they go to abroad for getting better job and get like better salary. So we lack labor in the agriculture sector as well. Since most of the things are important, like imported, so the cost of the production, agricultural production, is also high in Nepal. And the other challenge in Nepal is the excess use of pesticides and fertilizers as well. And also there are many opportunities in Nepal in agriculture, because the youths that those have returned from like abroad, they are very interested in this sector. Generally, they are interested in vegetable farming, fruits farming, and like poultry or like livestock. And government also has provided several benefits or like subsidy, and has also reformed many policies to boost agriculture in Nepal. And at the same time, the demand of organic product in Nepal is increasing very much. So that also has attracted many youths in agriculture. And the concept of community and corporate farming is also getting attention in Nepal. Isaac, can you change the slide, please? So in working condition and health pilot, we have two main pilots. So one pilot run by KEC is about soil nutrients and agro health, and the pilot run by ECME Engineering College is greenhouse and fish production. So we have installed the following components in our pilots. So there are two smart greenhouse, each in KEC and ECME Engineering College. And the smart greenhouse, they have system of automatic drip like irrigation, automatic control of temperature, automatic control of humidity. The greenhouse also has sensors for measuring soil parameters, carbon dioxide parameters, light intensity, soil pH, and electrical soil moisture. It has also sodium, nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus sensors. And similarly, we also are installing two weather stations, one each in ECME and the KEC. So this weather station will like determine the rainfall, humidity, light intensity, carbon dioxide level, wind direction, and speed. So can you change the slide, please? The other two components are like fish pond in AEC. So this fish pond will have a sensor for automation of oxygen level in the water for the better fish growth. And it also will have the facility of automated fish feeder. And there is a soil nutrient and agro health lab in KEC. It will have UV spectrophotometer to measure pesticides residue. It will have instruments for measuring soil parameters. It will have NPK sensors. It will have fruit durameter to measure the hardness of the pulp. And it will also have refractometer to measure the sugar content of fruits and honey. And there will also be a training center at KEC, which will be equipped with multimedia and other facilities for face-to-face as well as virtual training. Can you change the slide, please? So the implementation of SpACe project in Nepal will have the following impact in Nepal. Both KEC and AEC will be developed as a center of excellence to train like farmers, to implement modern technology in agriculture, and also implement ICT for agriculture and smart farming. This two organization will also work as a demonstration site to demonstrate the installation of use of sensors in smart farming, so that farmers can easily learn how to install such sensors by themselves. These centers will also train farmers to implement ICT in their farms. It will help farmers to understand business model and implement business model for better planning and income in agriculture. It will also encourage farmers for optimum uses of chemicals in their farms, or to follow organic farming practices for better human health and better environment. It will also encourage farmers to adopt automation in their farms and fishery for safety and optimal uses of resources and labor. Can you change the slide, please, Aisha? And it will also help farmer to understand how the weather pattern has role in pest and disease control and management. It will also connect farmers from Nepal, Thailand, and Bhutan for data knowledge, for data sharing, knowledge sharing, and experience sharing. And it also encourages farmers to use ICT for marketing their product, bypassing the middleman. And it will also connect farmers with several existing centers of the country, and also connect farmers with the Center of Excellence from among Bhutan, Thailand, and Nepal. So this is about, this is the brief about Nepal pilot. And I like to thank Aisha, and I like to pass it to Bhutan pilot now.
Thank you, Keshav. Now coming to our partner from Bhutan, Professor Wayne, please.
Thank you so much, Aisha, for this sharing the platform. Good afternoon, everyone, to those who are joining from Nepal, Bhutan, and Thailand, and also from the East, and those who are from UK, Europe, and all, good morning. So I'm Ugyen Yangchen, and I'm representing RUB from Bhutan. And I'll directly go to, Aisha, can you change the slide, please? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I represent RUB. So let me briefly introduce about RUB and CNR. RUB was founded on June 2nd, 2003, and it's a very young university and the only university in the country. And then, yes, very recently we have also the KG Medical University. So in RUB, we have 9 constituent colleges and 2 are affiliated colleges. And it offers programs in 8 broad curriculum area. And among the 9 constituent college, College of Natural Resources is one of the college under RUB, and it was established in 1992 as an NRTI, Natural Resource Training Institute. And later with the start of RUB, then we got upgraded to College of Natural Resources in 2003. And in CNR, we have programs, various undergrad and master's program in agriculture, animal science, environment, climate studies, and food science and technology and forestry, and also in sustainable development. And we are a very small college, and our area is like around 40 hectares. And we have nearly 1,000 students who are studying with us in CNR, and around 59 academic staffs. Next slide, please. So I'll directly go to our pilot. Before going to the pilot, we have the use cases and the field visits that RUB, the team who are working in SpACe from RUB had made before deciding on the pilot. So we have, while visiting, so what we have come across was, we went to several villages, and one of them is Lafuna village, where we found a couple who is known to be the progressive farmer, and what they were doing was their interest was in growing off-season vegetable. So here in the picture, the Lafuna village under Babgyok, you will see the couple is not using any technology as such, but still they had made an attempt to grow off-season vegetables, so that they found it's a very good business opportunity for them where they are earning more income. And then we also visited another farmer, that's Mr. Gelsen in Sopsoka village, again in the same Gyok, that's Bab Gyok. Gyok means actually it's a block under, and then there are several villages under this block. So up Gelsen is also another progressive farmer, and he was also growing maize, chili. So these are some of the crops that usually the farmers grows. And he was also, while interacting with him, they're very much looking forward to having some new technologies so that we could control pest and disease and also manage water for irrigation. Similarly was also shared by the farmer in Lafuna village, where they had issues or problem with the irrigation. And later we also came to know, know that there was in Chimipang, which is also in the same block under Bapkyo, there is a royal project in Chimipang place in Sopsoka village, where we found that in Bhutan, although we do not have this smart agriculture technology already reached into the farmer's field, but we found that in Chimipang Royal Project, there was some basic new technology in smart agriculture being used, where you could see there is this pipe, series of pipe, which is it's an irrigation, smart irrigation system pipes, and also meteorology station being established, installed there, and they were using greenhouses to grow vegetables, and then modified greenhouse to grow fruits. And then on the other hand side, you could see they were using drip irrigation technologies to grow, to irrigate the fruits. Next slide, please, Aisha. So after making this field visit and knowing what is existing in the country, so we thought that RUB should go for this off-season vegetable production using greenhouses. So that's our pilot. And we have our pilot in the integrated organic farm that is located in CNI itself. And we started with installing greenhouses and then growing vegetables which were not growing during the season. So it's an off season. And you could see the main technology we are using, or we plan to use, because of, unfortunately, because of this COVID, we are not able to import all our, we are not able to install or bring in all the equipment we had in our plan. So we are almost 95% we have procured and installed, but some of the very critical equipment that had so much of impact on our pilot was this evaporative cooling pad system, which you could see in the figure, that the main technology here is during this summer, we cannot grow cold crops like cauliflower, broccoli. So using this technology, what we can do is we can decrease the temperature inside. And with that, we can create a very suitable climate environment for this cauliflower and broccoli to be grown, and then bring it in the market. So that's the time when the other farmers are not growing in the open field, but we can do it in the greenhouse with this technology. So with that, farmers can earn additional income. So that was our plan. And inside the greenhouse, we have sensors being installed, like the soil moisture, so which will detect us whether the water requirement is needed or not, and then it will indicate to our system, and then that will automatically, if the water level is very less and the crops are in need of water, then the system can release this water and then we can irrigate. And the system we are using here is the drip and then the sprinkler, which are installed in the greenhouses. Aisha, next slide, please. Yeah, so this is the picture of smart irrigation system, where you could see the pipeline, the solar panel, and then the regulator, which is there within. And this is going to sense this, and then, like I explained, it will release the water whenever it's required in the greenhouse by the crops. And we had also installed this automated agrometeorology station, which is connected to the server. And here what we do is we collect data on rainfall, temperature, humidity, and all, and also on the carbon dioxide level in the air. So this is helping us to get the real-time data, and we know exactly what is over the period of time, like how much temperature increase and decrease is happening in the radar where this agrometeorology station is installed. And once this real-time data gets transferred to the server or the cloud, then later we would process and then make it available on our website, so that farmers who are located in this area, since Bhutan is a mountainous country, so we cannot expect this small station to cover a large area, but the area where this temperature, the data that is generated by this station, we would like to share through the CNR website. And these are some of the simple technology we want to use it and then make it very much, these are the smartness that we want to bring in our pilot. And like explained by our other partners on the training, we also will be training. Training will be our teaching and learning will be our main activity as well, where we'll have 12 academician researchers who would be trained, as well as the smart farmers. So here, smart farmers are the extension agent, agriculture extension agents who are actually taking care or looking after the crops or the agriculture activity in the block level, and they are part of the government agency, particularly Ministry of Agriculture, and from there we are planning to have 20 of them from this Punakha and Wangdi. So these are the two districts from where we want to bring in the extension agent, 20 extension agent who would become our smart farmers. And so after the training, so we later on this would. Hello.
Yeah, we are with you.
Okay, so I saw some interruption with my internet. So after this, after the smart farmers and the academicians are trained, we expect to train almost 100 farmers who are from Group 1A and 1B, which is already explained by our other partners. So in the training, we will have face-to-face, and then we'll also have demonstration in our pilot farm. We'll take the farmers, the academician and researchers, everyone to the field and show them exactly how this irrigation, smart irrigation can be operated, how this weather station can be installed and also operated as well. And then later, they will have access to all the learning materials on the platform that is created by the SpACe consortium. And then we will also have evaluation, like assessment, after the training has been done. So they will be given 4 weeks time to actually go through the learning materials that's on our platform beside the physical face-to-face training. And then after the assessment is done, we will also later on give the certificates to them after they successfully complete this training. Aisha, next slide, please. Okay, so yeah, that's it from our side. So these are the a few pictures that is coming from the RUB sites, the activities we had from the field visits, the use cases, and then also the technology, some of the existing technology in the nearby locality, which is used by the government agency. So with this, yeah, I would like to hand over the floor back to Aisha, and thank you so much all the participants for coming and joining us. And I have also seen some of my students from CNR joining in. So thank you so much, and I hope you all have learned something from this very interesting and lively presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Hojin. Thank you to all of you for this presentation. I give now hand to Professor Keshaf to open the discussion session.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you all partner for presenting our activity. And I'm quite delighted that a lot of people are joining in this session and with interest. I am a little bit mindful of time as well. We can spend maybe another 15 minutes or so for discussion this. So if any of you have any questions, either you can raise your hand, ask, or you can just type the questions on chat box, or any suggestion, not necessarily be questions, any queries or any recommendation, suggestions, are welcome. Okay. Or if you want to speak, just unmute your mic, and then you can ask questions or participate in the discussion. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
I just want to say hello to all of you. Aisha, so nice to see you after a long time.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. How are you?
How about Pakistan?
We are still in lockdown actually, and universities are closed, and we are going for online sessions like this, and online lectures and online classes are continuing here. And what about you?
Fine. Hope that our project interests you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was not able to join in the beginning, so I lost the main motivation for this project. But yeah, I find it very interesting, and a lot of people working on the sharing different point of views for their countries. And I was surprised because we had a family business, and it is about organic chicken, organic poultry farm we have. So I was very interested in this topic, and I was listening very carefully the discussion. But if you can briefly describe about the project, because I missed the beginning of the session, the main motivation, what you actually want to try.
Yeah. Okay,
Can
Chef,
you hear me?
Okay, yeah, maybe I'll start on the, this SpACe project is started about 18 months ago and funded by Erasmus Plus Key Action 2 project. And we have, this is primarily, we want to transfer smart technology used in agriculture in Europe and that know-how knowledge to our Asian partner. And other way around as well. Some of the organic, like you mentioned in organic farming and other farming, specific farming technology from Asia to Europe as well. We want to learn from both sides this. And we put actually 7 partners together on this project. France, Hungary and Scotland, who are actually leading agriculture country in Europe in use of technology and in use of green technology, if you like. So this know-how we like to transfer that to Asian partner, to Nepal, Bhutan, and Thailand. This is Nepal, Bhutan, and Thailand is just partner happen to be here, but this know-how will be disseminated wider outside this consortium as well. And the main aim here is to upskill farmer so that they can learn modern technology in order to improve the productivity of their farming and also health issues, also green and environmental issues. So this is our target. And we are providing physical training and also e-learning platform with some specific teaching and training materials. So we want to train main audience are farmer to make them, if you like, a smart farmer. Okay, so that's the main aim. And also we want to do some research activity in farming. We have pilots in a different country, in different pilots, where we can get some data and then use that data for research activity as well. And also developing research excellence center in agriculture in different country, and then try to link this excellence center so that we have some sustainable collaboration even after this project. Okay, I mean, I can talk quite a lot here, but I think this will give you some big idea what we are trying to do under this project.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's very interesting, and thank you very much for the detailed description of the project, and it's very interesting. And there are some good options that you have already discussed in the previous session. The lady that discussed from Bhutan about the different data analysis parts, and yes, it is a good way for the research community, because you can develop different kind of projects related to you can divide the projects into different parts, and you can publish different research papers related to each step of the project. And it is it's very interesting, and I really like the theme and the idea and the discussion. Since I'm not very much into the domain, so I cannot comment very deeply into this domain, but all the best.
Okay, thank you very much. And if you want more information, then yeah, you can visit our website. We will be disseminating some of the project outcome through our website, and you are welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All of you participants are welcome to collaborate with us. Yeah, in any sense, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions or discussion?
Yes, Chantal. Good morning. Yes, I have a question. I did not understand very well when you speak about health. Is it people health or animal health, and how do you manage this question of health?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we are looking at two aspects. Quite right questions. One is working condition of farmer. We want to look at, and particularly Nepal has a pilot which is going to focus on working condition, which is related to farmers' health as well. We use lots of different pesticides in farmer and contaminate water resources, for example, and also the environmental issue. This is one of the aspects that, and apart from that, we also like to look at the health of plants, for example, and all this, some aspect of that livestock health issue, and so on. So, for example, in KKU, we have animal livestock pilots, and looking after the health of the animal is one of the aim as well of that pilot.
Okay, thank you, Keshav.
Anybody else? Okay, so thank you very much for your participation. Aisha, you want to say something and then conclude the session?
Yeah, thank you, Keshav. Thank you to all of the participants for this event. Hope that the presentation was clear. If you need more information, you can visit our website, and this website is updated each time with our outcomes. And also you can contact us. We can, it will be really happy to answer your questions and get also your remarks, your comments. Welcome. So thank you to all of you, and hope that we'll meet you on another events.
Okay, thank you very much for everybody for participating. And yeah, this is going to, no, I just announced that this session is over now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye, Chantal.
Thank you, Keshav. And all.
Bye-bye. Hi, Terry. How are you?
Bye-bye.
Fine. How are you? How are you, Yasin? Nice
fine.
to see you
How
all
are you,
together.
Erin?
I'm fine.
Fine. Happy to see you. Not really see you, but
yeah, I can open my video if you like.
Me too. Yeah, I will do it.
Good morning. Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Hello.